Following in my grandfather's footsteps, more like. His name was Padrick Howe. He joined the Order before it returned to Ferelden just after the war. Never contacted his family again. Just vanished. Now that I know about the joining, I think he died. I know that now. Father always said he was a horrible man for abandoning the family to join a pointless cause. I grew up ashamed of my grandfather. But now I see his bravery. That will take some getting used to. My father often forgot that nobility has another meaning. I told you that the bow you gave me was my grandfather's, didn't I? Thank you for that. At any rate, we should probably get back to it. There are darkspawn to kill, I'll bet. Somewhere.
So what would you do if you didn't have to be a Grey Warden? Is it? You've never thought about it? Does nobody ever leave the Wardens? You can run, but you can't hide? I think I've heard that before. I've never liked the idea of being trapped somewhere, to be honest. It reminds me of the Circle. After my 7th escape attempt, you'd think they'd have given me credit for trying. They can't make you tranquil once you've passed your harrowing. I'll wager they regret that rule. The only thing I ever missed about the Circle was that cat, to be honest. So I do. How are you doing in there, Sir Bouncer Lord? Ha! You'll be a fine mouser yet. Can cats be Grey Wardens? Shall we get a move on?
May I be of service? Certainly.
Yes. My brother used to drink like you do, dwarf.
Fun fellow to have around then, your brother.
He could find his fun almost anywhere. And then he would vomit on your shoes.
Ah, good times.
the Warden Commander. The rumours about you did not overstate it. I have a business proposal. Look for me by the house near the gates. I promise it will be worthwhile.
Does this please you?
Women are
Guards.
drawdy when
They
you
won't
play
let
with
anyone
that
into the
cat.
city, but it's
Like
dangerous
moths
outside the
to a
walls.
flame. Women like it when men show affection for small, fuzzy, defenseless beings. Like you.
Yeah, stupid mage. Every time I pull something out of my robes, the women just flee.
Ah, Warden Commander. I knew you'd come. You know an opportunity when it presents itself, no? I offer a partnership that would benefit us both. The bartender at a local inn has overstepped his bounds. He was hired to watch one of the entrances to our den, but now seeks to extort more coin. Terrible, isn't it? A person of your influence would have no trouble convincing him to open the passage. Ah, I see. May I ask that you say nothing of our meeting? Good day, Warden Commander.
Right, we're in a city. Where's the tavern?
Ah, can you smell that? That is the smell of freedom. It comes complete with the smell of dogs and dust, but the freedom is in there too. I escaped from the tower 7 times. After the last time, they put me in solitary confinement for a year. Eventually, I'm sure they would have branded me a Maleficar, true or not, and executed me. Well, sure, now I am. Don't think the irony is lost on me. The problem is that mages are tolerated, barely. It's like you need permission to be alive. There's nothing a mage can do to prove himself. Everyone needs to be protected from you. The end. I should certainly hope so. Ugh, all I want is a pretty girl, a decent meal, and the right to shoot lightning at fools. See? I knew you understood. Never mind me. Now and again I recall that I'm not sitting in a cell and I have to smile. That's all.
Why won't you let us in? The Darkspawn are coming.
It's the constable's orders. There's no place for you in the city.
Talk to Colbert.
Hey, what are you staring at? Looking to start something? Oh, here to investigate the chasm, are you? It's about time. I can't take all the credit for finding the rift, you know. Mika here fell in first. Well, it's quite a ways out of town. We were tracking a buck off in that direction, you see, before this darkspawn mess. We'd been on his tail for about a week at that point. I'd wager he thought it was great fun leading us on a merry chase as he did. Oh, the chasm, yes. We saw it coming over a rise. It was really something to behold. A huge cleft, as though the Maker himself had cracked the earth in two, like an egg.
I like eggs.
It looked like someone had tried to build over it, but it must have been abandoned a long time ago. No one in town knew about it. Well, of course, we had to investigate. That was when Mika fell in. A shriek like you wouldn't believe, and he was gone.
Earth crumbled, not stable.
Right. And as Mika lay there yelling about his knee or his head or what have you, the darkspawn appeared. More than a brood and less than a horde. They seemed occupied, like they had someplace really important they had to be. Didn't notice us at all, thank the Maker.
The Darkspawn was so occupied as to overlook two screaming injured men. Boggles the mind.
I marked the chasm on my map so we could avoid it, but sounds like you want to know where it is, so here you go. So, we getting anything for our trouble? A whole sovereign. If there's ever a reason to fall into a darkspawn pit, here it is. Maker bless you.
Look, we let some in, we'll have the rest scratching at our eyes. No exceptions.
Make us spit on you, you heartless bastard!
I hate waiting, not knowing what will happen.
Those smugglers are bastards for taking advantage of the chaos.
Excuse me, but I need to search your packs for smuggled goods. But I have to. Constable's orders. We've been having trouble with smugglers and...
What are you doing, man? Are you accusing the commander of the Grey of smuggling?
But you said everyone...
You are dismissed. I apologize. Smugglers and thieves have all but taken over the city. We could certainly use your help in this. Come speak to me later if you're interested. Ah, Warden Commander. I take it you've decided to help us. With trade slowed to a crawl, smugglers have moved in, selling stolen goods at exorbitant prices. If we could shut down their operation and seize their supplies, we could distribute it to the needy. There is a smuggler doing business in the market. He probably knows where the hideout is. We haven't been able to get anything from him, but maybe you can.
Greetings, could I interest you in, Wait a minute. My lad said they saw you talking to the... You'll learn not to stick your nose where it don't belong.
Looks like we're in for some fun.
There is no hope for you now!
Warden Commander! Thank the Maker you're finally here. I was afraid our messages never got through to you. Yes. Thank you for coming to the Guild. We need your help. Our caravans are being attacked. The wagons are burnt to ashes, and there have been no survivors. It's gotten worse lately. People from the neighbouring villages have found guards torn limb from limb and left in the village square. We don't know for sure. Communication has been difficult with the attacks, but people in the area said they saw monsters lurking in the shadows. Whatever it is, it's completely crippled trade between Amaranthine and Denerim. No one wants to travel the road through the Wending Wood. Can the Grey Wardens help at all? I suppose I have to be content with that. It is better than nothing. If you can stop the killings, the Merchants Guild will make a hefty donation to your organisation. You have my promise.
As you say.
Stand back! I can handle this!
Nothing personal, just business. Done.
That's a strange place to store a...
What?
What? Oh, I...
As you say.
Nothing personal, just business. Nothing personal, just business.
There's something out there.
Very well. It will be done.
Did you hear that?
As you say. I am afraid not.
The dark spawn was supposed to go away when the archdemon died. And Amaranthine is worse than before.
Any luck with the smugglers? That house has been locked up for years. To think that all this time it's been hiding the entrance. There will surely be someone on guard. Where there's a guard, there's a key. If you can find a way into the hideout, the smugglers won't have a chance. Good luck, Commander.
Enemies ahead!
Yes. To our little operation.
There we go.
I heard about you. You were giving some of my boys trouble, weren't you?
We will need to fight
You were giving some of my boys trouble, weren't you? Well, it ends here.
Yes, of course.
Done. Maybe someone else can help you. I can help with that. It is as you wished.
Looking to wet your whistle, stranger? Yes, I remember him. You'll want to speak to my boss over at the bar.
I hear Hubert's gang got their hands on some moonshine. You think they'll sell some to me?
Hubert hates you.
That's a no, then.
I've got a sore on my... and everything.
No! We should rise up.
Something I can do for you, friend? And who are you supposed to be that's asking? An elf? Yes, of course. Haven't seen that fellow Christoph for almost a week now. Not sure where he went. His room's paid up to the end of the month. I guess he expected he'd be here a while. Of course. Here you go. It's the last room at the end of the hall. If he comes back and gets upset, however, it's on your head.
Huh? Rise up and take back power. Back all those...
I am done.
I think I can help with that. Does this please you?
Who do you think would win the fight? Andraste or the Archdemon?
So, you think there's an apothecary around here somewhere? Well, I don't want to bother you with this, you being my boss and all. Right. Look, for the past few days I've had this burning rash. The skin's actually got a sort of green. I didn't touch anything! You know, I bet it's that Grey Warden stuff we had to drink. I'm special. Yeah, I'll just see if I can't find some nice minty balm somewhere in the...
Anything to report? The city of Amaranthine owes you a great debt. Thank you, Commander.
Delilah? Is that really you?
Nathaniel! I had feared the worst.
Times must have been hard, Delilah. But you can do better than this. Come back to the estate until we find somewhere else.
What? Oh, Nathaniel, I didn't marry Albert out of desperation. I adore him. I was so glad to get away from Father's evil. This life is so much better.
Father's evil? Isn't that overstating things a little? He got caught up in politics.
You weren't here. You didn't see what he did, Nathaniel. You want the culprit who destroyed our family? It was him, without question.
I had no idea.
Of course you did. But you always worshipped Father, right from when you were a little boy. Come, brother, let us sit and catch up a bit, shall we?
She said she wants me to come back. once all this is done, meet her husband. She's due by the spring. She seems happy. She said father deserved to die. I still can't believe it. I thought he had his reasons. It was a war for Andraste's sake. Before I went to the Free Marches, he was never... How could he have changed so much? I suppose not. I wish I'd known some of this sooner. I feel like such a fool. Now please, let's get back to our business. I need to think. All this traveling reminds me of that 1 year in Kirkwall.
Oh, it is so good to see you, my friend. I contemplated visiting you at Vigil's Keep, but things got busy. I'm afraid so. The circle had to be rebuilt, for one. And I believe you, too, have had your hands full, yes? I'd offer to help, but I'm afraid my presence is required elsewhere. The College of the Magi is convening in Cumberland, and I must attend. Hopefully, all this will blow over before it's begun. But you have enough on your mind as it is. I shan't trouble you with this further. Very well. Then perhaps you should know that something stirs within the fraternities. The Libertarians wish to pull away entirely from the Chantry. And if they get enough support...
Pull away entirely? That's madness. I hate Chantry oversight as much as the next mage. But they can't just decide to leave. This is a recipe for disaster.
The mages will never be free. The Chantry would never allow it. Our only hope for survival is to show them we can be trusted. Don't you remember what happened to the Circle in Ferelden? Do you want to give the Templars another excuse to call for the culling of all mages? This change cannot be forced. This discussion will get us nowhere. Now, I have a great many preparations to make before I leave for Navarra. But perhaps there is something you can do for me. One of my colleagues, Ines, has spent the last few months in the Wending Wood. The Circle has been unable to reach her, given the trouble in the area. If you happen to find yourself in the wood on your travels, perhaps you could tell her about the meeting of the college. Oh, who knows, rooting around in the dirt for some obscure plant or other, most likely. She has a keen interest in gardening. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant botany. Hobbies and eccentricities aside, Ines is a well-respected mage and a voice of reason, something we could use on our side. The hour is late and I must go. It was wonderful to see you again. Take care, my friend.
It figures, actually. There used to be another statue here. It was a Byron Howe, my great-uncle. He died in the rebellion, helping King Merrick reclaim his throne. Yet his statue is gone. All because of what my father did. Don't bother. Nobody here will want to see it. There's a long line of heroes in my family. The Howes have been around since Callan had. Now it's all gone. Curse my father and his idiot ambition. He lost everything for us, didn't he? Not too much pressure, right? I wonder what happened to the old statue. Likely propping up the side of a chantry or something. Poor Al Byron. Yeah, statues of her pigeons. I don't want to look at it.
Of course.
May I help you? I am fortunate indeed that the commander of the Grey has taken a personal interest in this matter. I'm sorry our note was vague, but Amaranthine is a hotbed of Maleficar activity. Details of who and what they were about would undoubtedly get back to them. Apostates and Maleficarum are all too common across the nation, alas. I have worked with an artist to create these sketches of the three suspects. If you could confront them and question them, you would be doing the maker's work. The Darkspawn was supposed to go away when the Archdemon died.
I think I can help with that. I have completed the task.
It's not like Karam to be gone this long. I was sure I would find him at the inn.
Of you. We must follow the example of Andraste and reflect on the chance of life. Your friends and neighbours would do well to join us in prayer.
Templars. Bloody everywhere.
Must keep calm, keep normal. Yes, must keep calm, keep normal. Yes, everything is fine.
Yes.
Enemies
You
ahead!
bloody
It will be done.
You won't catch me!
It is as you wished.
Yes. It will be done. Of course. Watch your step.
Some help.
It will be done.
I'm gonna destroy you!
Of course.
Repent as there is but one world, one life, one death. There is but one God. As there is but one world, one life.
Oh, where has my Karam gone?
Have you delivered your annual tithe to the Chantry, sir? You may be overdue.
The guards. They won't let anyone into the city, but it's
I will
dangerous
pray for you,
outside the
Commander.
walls.
All things in this world are finite. What one man gains, another has lost.
Best watch yourself if you head out of town. Too many darkspawn about.
What can I get for you, friend?
Looking to wet your whistle, stranger? We chatted a bit. He was a friendly sort for a Grey Warden. Spent most of his nights here drinking. Wasn't ever loud or too forward. Haven't seen him for maybe a week now. Said he was tracking some darkspawn, one particular group that's been raiding outside the city. He told me they were acting strange, those darkspawn. Acting obvious, like they wanted to be caught or something. I expect he caught them. Probably why he hasn't been back, right? I think so. There were a few places he mentioned he needed to look. That might have been one of them. We chatted, like I said. He's married, as I recall. My pleasure. Send him my best when you see him.
It will be done.
Yes!
It is done.
I'll be just a minute, stranger. Have a seat if you like.
Have you ever thought of returning to Orzammar?
Not sure I can. Technically, I'm a surface.
Lizard eyes? Perhaps a heart? Yes. Eyes? Perhaps a heart? Yes. Heart's blood.
Looks like we're
If anyone can get rid of the smug...
By the power in my blood, you will suffer for what you have done to my apprentices! You shall not touch me!
You're going beyond the call of duty, Warden Commander.
With trade halted, I can't get my silks from Denerim. It's just awful.
I will pray for you, Commander.
Give shelter to the weary.
Talk about me.
Aye, about time you showed up.
Nemea, you're still here.
I keep my promises. Here, turns out you were right. The cache is here in Amaranthine.
It is? You found it?
I did. What you do with that information is up to you. I, for one, am done dealing with mages.
I guess I should thank you.
Damned right you should. You get caught, Anders, I'm not helping you again. That's all I'm saying.
I suppose that requires some explanation. I am fluent in sarcasm. You can't fool me. Nemea is a friend. Last time I escaped from the tower, I asked her to look into some things. That's why I was in Amaranthine. The Templars thought I'd come to take a ship, but it was to meet her. During the Blight, the Templars moved their store of phylacteries to Amaranthine for safety. My phylactery is among them, Nemea learned. So long as the Templars have that sample of my blood, they can find me. I need to destroy it. They might. I only know mine is there for certain. What's to stop the Chantry from deciding mages and the Grey Wardens are apostates too? I want to be sure they can't ever find me again. Ever. I know we're busy killing Darkspawn and all, but the sooner we find this vial, the better I'll feel. Do you keep track of how many Darkspawn you kill? We should compete.
It cannot be done.
Greetings, Warden Commander. You're the sort who delights in helping the common man, yes? May I direct you to the Merchants Guild's board? Me? No. Folk here often need goods from far-flung parts. There is good coin in this. If you ever feel...
You're back. Have you any news?
I think that's where the phylacteries are. It's probably... No guards? Maybe they don't want to draw attention to the cache. Could we be
I'm here.
that lucky?
Done.
And here I almost believed the infamous Anders wouldn't take the bait.
Ah, yes. I suppose I should have known it would be you.
You made a poor choice with this one, Commander. Anders will never submit, not to us and not to you. So far, yes. I'll make sure that this murderer is never a bother to anyone again.
What? No, you can't arrest me! King Alistair allowed my conscription.
The Chantry's authority supersedes the Crown in this matter. You cannot hide within the Grey Warden's ranks. Hardly surprising from yet another mage. I do not know how you inspire such loyalty, Anders, but it will avail you naught. Now you come with us.
Be careful. At your command. As you said.
Great job!
I wonder if Nemea knew about this. I guess it doesn't really matter. Thank you. You stood by me, and I appreciate that. I guess they do. Anyhow, let's go before someone else rushes in to waggle a finger at us.
Does this please you? Done.
You're going beyond the call of duty, Warden Commander. We're grateful.
Quite the dirty little dwarf, aren't you?
You're quite the dirty little mage.
I do my best. Still, I'm no ale-swilling mountain.
Right you are, Warden. We'll get these walls rebuilt. For you? Oh!
So, you're a How?
Do you have a point, Mage?
Commander, just...
I don't think we should dally here.
Shall we get a move on? Ooh, for me? Ooh! You shouldn't have.
This is nice.
May I point out that you're all right? You're all right. Really, when the Templars came for me, you could have decided I wasn't worth the trouble. But I apparently am worth the trouble. Considering I'm usually a lot of trouble, I should be grateful. And I'm glad to be around. When you recruited me, I thought I was jumping from the frying pan into the fire. But being a warden is almost tolerable. It's a pleasant stroll through the park with Darkspawn. You're a giver. I'm very grateful. I thought it was worth mentioning. Thank you, Commander, for everything. Shall we get a move on?
Now is not the best time to talk.